Welcome to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Eric and Rob.
I mean, we kind of knew it was coming. And it's one of those things where you know it's coming, but you still can't wait to see it. And we got it. And I can't remember the last time I was been this elated. We're going to get into it. But as you can see, wrestling, this is such a great time to be a wrestling fan. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 3GW, the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Real Big E, with my co-host, Rob the Ambassador. How's it going, man? How you feeling? I know you feeling jacked now, man.
Hey, man, like everybody, like you said, if you're a wrestling fan, this was an amazing night. Like you said, kind of had some indication that it was coming, but seeing it all unfold the way it did, this is one of those nights in wrestling where we're going to be talking about this for years to come. It was a huge night tonight.
Oh yeah. And man, this is the crew. A third member, a special guest. I can't get my damn words together, man. I'm so excited. That will be joining us in Chicago for All Out. The host of the Countdown Podcast himself, MJ Book. MJ Book.
My name kind of matches a little bit. Damn, what a good night. This has been awesome. One of the most polarizing personalities in wrestling history, one of the biggest wrestlers in history, is finally back in the ring, and we're going to see it. Oh, I can't wait. I'm jacked. Why isn't it time for All Out already? Damn it.
Man. I knew, even when they announced that this was going to happen again, and we're coming back to Chicago, and even after Rob got the tickets, it was still kind of like, well, what are we going to get? And on our previous show, Rob and I talked about it, and it came to fruition with I don't know what's going to be the main event, but one of the big matches on there is going to be Christian Cage and Kenny Omega. It's not enough really to sell All Out in Chicago with just that, especially when you gave away the match once already. I think it's safe to say now that this is going to be the hottest ticket, even hotter than a SummerSlam ticket right now, to be honest. And we have them. These tickets went up by 400% on StubHub. They about to go up by 800% now because it's confirmed there is a match. It will be Punk versus Darby Allin, September 5th. But before we even talk about that, I thought it would have been smarter to send everybody home with Punk, but no. There's no way they knew they could not get through the show if they didn't start off the right way. And they did. I don't know about y'all, but the audio seemed a little low to begin with. But I heard the crowd pop. I said, okay, it got to be him there. And then I saw the Titantron. So I said, okay, yeah, here it is. And they were, oh my God, that's the loudest pop I've heard live. I mean, obviously it's been a long time, pandemic, all that. But I'm not going to ramble on this. Ambassador, how'd you feel, man? I know you're excited about, now you're really excited about going All Out now, especially after hearing that crowd.
Man, without a doubt. I've spoke on this podcast how the match between Kenny Omega, even though I'm excited to see Kenny Omega in person, the match between him and Christian just doesn't move me. But I sent a message out into the group, or maybe I was just talking to MJ Book about it. CM Punk versus Darby Allin, that match alone is worth my money. It is worth my 10-hour drive back and forth. That alone is worth it. I think Tony Khan was smart. The cat was out of the bag. We all knew what the rumblings we had been hearing. Okay, you're in the United Center. It's sold out. The biggest crowd, one of the biggest crowds they've ever had at AEW. Started off the show the right way. Just why make us wait any longer? We know what's happening. Bring dude out, and that's exactly what they did. And I mean, man, you all saw what I saw. That crowd response. I can't remember the last time I saw a response like that. I mean, you saw people, you know, Punk was jumping into the crowd. People were just mobbing him. It was awesome. I saw one dude crying. I mean, but look, I wasn't mad about it. Yeah. I mean, it was an incredible moment, man. It really was.
You understood why he was crying.
Exactly.
You never thought you'd see it again. You never thought we'd see it. And before you go, Book, the only thing I had to say about Punk jumping in the crowd, and then, well, first he hugged the fan, and then he did the mosh pit jump. I'm like, hey, man, don't get hurt before the fucking show.
Oh, man. This is just a great night. And you said it. It's just a great night to be a wrestling fan. This was something Rob and I had argued and talked about this for years, whether that man would come back in wrestling. I was firm. I just did not think he'd come back to WWE. The feelings were too hurt. But I didn't think I'd ever see him in wrestling. But back then, what other options was there? Then AEW shows up. Even with that, I still didn't think it's a possibility he could show up. And then the rumblings, and even though we all knew it was happening, a part of me was like, I got to see it to truly believe it. And the man walked as soon as that music kicked in. That was it. That was it. The whole place just blew up. They started that thing off right. There is no way you start that show in Chicago and go to wrestling. You bring CM Punk right the hell out, because that crowd was going to start. They chanted about 5 seconds in. They were going to take over if you didn't give him CM Punk. So amazing night. Awesome.
I think if you were there, you knew that it was going to come to fruition, because if you notice the shirt he was wearing, it said, I was there. Mm-hmm. And if they didn't have them for sale when you got there, they definitely had them for sale when people were leaving.
With the ice cream bars.
With the ice cream bars, yeah.
Well, the ice cream bars were free. Punk was buying all of the ice cream bars.
Mm-hmm. Which I love the fact that he brought out the ice cream bars. Another shot.
Yeah. He did it the right way.
Yeah.
They gave him the floor. He didn't do too much. I think he was even overcome by the response. Like, I think he knew he was going to get. I mean, they took over the United Center. You know how big that is? That's the house that Michael Jordan built. Okay, you sell that bitch out, and here's a testament to how big that place is. Number one, I think it's either the biggest or the second biggest NBA arena.
Second, I think.
It's the biggest venue that AEW has ever done. And you could hear the echo when he was on the mic. I have never heard an echo at an AEW show. That tells you how large that place. I mean, I've been there umpteen times. I know how big it is. I know Rob's been there too.
I've been there twice.
But especially when you're. So I was always used to going to the United Center for Bulls games. And then when I finally went to the All-State Arena, it's like, the hell is this? This is like a field house compared to the United Center. But man, I tried to get tickets to this thing. This and you know, Book even tried to help send me the code. It was just the tickets were just too much. I couldn't pull the trigger on that. But Still had all the feels, and what a moment. And then after all that, it started to hit me. We will be in person for CM Punk's return in the ring for the very first time in 7 years. The 3GW crew will be in the building. Rob, if you didn't know what the hell shirt to buy, you know now.
I already bought it. I already got a shirt on the way. It's a CM Punk shirt. I'll say that. It's a CM Punk shirt. It's different than the one you have, but it's a CM Punk shirt.
Right on, man. Right on. So that being said, Darby Allin with Sting, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh, Sting will be there.
Versus Punk. Now, any other time somebody makes a return, especially after 7 years, you just think automatically, oh, they got to win. Got to win. But it's Darby Allin and Sting. There's a conundrum here. A little bit. I don't think it's a layup like it would normally be. Because Darby Allin, even tonight, you saw the main event when him and Sting came out. They tried to do the Punk chance, but they love Darby Allin and Sting.
Yeah.
So it's that's gonna be some shit, man. That match right there, I will say it now. That's probably gonna be the hardest post show to do. I don't know if either one of us is gonna have a voice.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't plan on having one. I plan on being, yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, people power.
It's
Holding up
going to be.
I'm John Laurinaitis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be quite a night. And like I said, obviously would have loved to have been there tonight, but knowing that we're all going to be there in person to see Punk's first wrestling match in over 7 years, I mean, and against Darby Allin with Sting in his corner, the icon Sting in his corner, that alone, that's worth my money. That is worth my hotel, the cost of the hotel. That's the cost of gas to get back and forth to Chicago. That match alone is worth it.
I told Rob that this could be potentially a match of the year type of quality match. Now, CM Punk's got the ring rust. We know there may be a little bit of ring rust there, but there's still a possibility that this could be just the crowd is going to build this thing up. And if those two put it together, oh, you're talking match of the year, period. It's a match of the year. Vince, you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
It'll definitely be a candidate. Because when it comes to wrestling, unlike UFC, unlike boxing, because it's an entertainment factor, you have to include crowd participation. And the crowd participation for that is going to be off the charts. It's going to be nuts. I'm probably going to have to strap my title to my hip or something because I'm not going to be able to hold a damn thing because I'm going to be doing this and jumping up and down and losing my shit. I want to be losing my shit all night long. And man, if only. And I'm proud that, that AEW has made Chicago the hub of their company. I mean, they've done more shows in Chicago. The only place they've done more shows than Chicago is Florida. And that was only because Tony Khan and his father partly owned the Jaguars.
Right.
If had not been for the pandemic, this would have been still the most frequent city that they visit. And it's just awesome to see. It's I'm so just so glad, man. It's just a great time. I cannot wait for September 5th. Cannot wait. It's gonna be an awesome night. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm probably gonna be crashing in y'all room because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold back on drinking that night. That's not gonna be possible.
Well, hey man, you're more than welcome. There's plenty of room, but man, it's gonna be. I mean, man, I was at Flair's retirement match. I was at Shawn Michaels' retirement match. I I think all of us have been lucky enough to be present at some huge matches, but man, I'm telling you, not many of them get bigger than the one we're going to see on September 5th. And I'm just so glad that we're all going to be there. And the energy in that building is going to be incredible because, like you said, we all know, look, CM Punk, Chicago, we all know how the crowd's going to be. But Darby Allin is a huge fan favorite. Sting, Hall of Famer, the icon, one of the most beloved wrestling personalities ever, is going to be in Darby's corner. Everything about that match is made for a hot crowd. I mean, it just has the ingredients to be something special, and I just hope they pull it off. I believe they will.
And on just a little side note, I mean, yes, we got CM Punk, Darby Allin, but I get to finally see my boy, Kenny Omega. I finally get to see Kenny and the Bucks in a cage.
Yeah, that tag team match.
The Bucks in a cage.
I'm hoping it's Jurassic Express. I
Yes.
think they will have they could put on the best
match.
The best match.
Yeah.
Even though Lucha Bros is right there.
Well, Lucha they would be the number one. I would want them over Jurassic Express.
Yeah. I won't be mad either way, but look, man, anytime the Lucha Brothers and Young Bucks in the ring, magic happens, but inside a steel cage. Oh man. And then another match I'm excited about. I found out Wednesday, Pac is going to wrestle Andre El Idolo. I'm excited about that one. So the card is shaping up for me. I wasn't happy about Cage and Omega, but the rest of the card so far is shaping up pretty well.
That'll be a good one too. I'm excited to see Pac in person. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen him wrestle in person. I can't remember if I have, but I'm excited to see that match. I need to see, based on the night, I need to see Jade Cargill versus Britt Baker.
I think that's what they're gearing up for.
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
And Britt Baker, you can have Lockjaw, Jaw's jaw, Mike Tyson jaw. Jade Cargill gonna break your jaw, okay? She is freaking a beast. That I don't use that word, so I can't go there. That's just how I'm wired. But she's that B. All right.
Well, I know what you mean. I got you. Respect for not using the word.
I will say all the outlandish shit on this show in the world, but I just won't say that. I don't do.
No,
you just get huge poops.
That stays in the chat, sir.
Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
It was pop. It was pop. Before we let go and get up out of here, SmackDown was tonight as well. Kind of okay. It was an okay show. I'm hoping to the Lord above, God, please.
Oh no.
Do not. I will forget Roman and Cena. Forget Goldberg and Lashley. Charlotte and Rhea and Nikki. If these motherfuckers give Baron Corbin that Money in the Bank, I'm done. I am done. Okay, let Big E get his shit back, and let's get back to it. Okay, I know some of y'all out there like this whole Baron Corbin gimmick. Is it working? Apparently, it's working if people like it. Okay, fine. He found something that people like. Cool. Stop fucking with my Big E. Okay, leave him alone. Go mess with somebody else. Just Leave Big E alone. That's all I'm saying. That's here. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it. How can you just steal the briefcase and the contract's yours? I mean, why don't?
Well,
Okay, go ahead.
WWE has already apparently anybody can sign a fucking contract.
Right.
So anybody can steal the Money in the Bank contract.
And look, look.
It's wrestling. Who knows?
Why am I looking for logic in wrestling? I don't know, but yeah, look, they got to do something with Corbin. I was enjoying the homeless thing. We'll see how this goes, but I believe Big E will win tomorrow. Like you said, he better.
I could care less. It's a human diarrhea bag, and I don't care about Big E. So
now I was disappointed that Sasha was a no-show. I just wonder why. I mean, the night before this huge match, this huge rematch with Bianca, and she's not there.
Okay. And I mean, they made mention that she wasn't there, so
they did.
I don't.
It was online, and she wasn't going to be there.
I don't think it's a case where she won't be at the show. I am a firm believer. You don't have to be at every show, and I get this is the go home show, probably the biggest show of the year. The go home show. Should she have been there? Yes, I'll say that. But I think there's something to be said, and there's some anticipation builds when, and you look forward to seeing that person more when they give you less. Now, this may have been a circumstance beyond her control; she couldn't be there, and I feel bad for any Sasha Banks fans that were in attendance that didn't get to see her. But sometimes less is more. I wasn't too upset about it. They gave Bianca what she needed to look strong going to the match. I'm looking forward to the match. That video package looked awesome. Didn't really care for how the show ended.
With the
promo was fine. Both men, promo back and forth. All right, I expect that. I really thought we were gonna either get the promo finally from Roman because he was kind of hinting at it.
Yeah.
Then I thought he was gonna ether some people because he said, "Yeah, when I beat people, they're no longer with the company." I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." Start rattling off them names, but he didn't do that either. But I thought it was still good. Yeah, Cena got the upper hand. I just didn't like the facials Roman was giving at the end. You're the tribal chief. You shouldn't be looking shocked or, oh my God, he almost rolled me up. Come on, man. All he should be from that is pissed off. That's it. Stop trying to book him as if he's concerned. I don't want that. I want him to be pissed off, angry, coming into the match. This is WWE's booking. He did look good doing it. He was convincing. I thought he's gotten way better at pulling that stuff off. It just didn't fit, in my opinion. I don't like it. Just it should be. If it's a heated rivalry, it should feel heated. Like it should be a pull apart. Give me a pull apart. Give me them face to face growling at each other. Give me something other than a bad roll up at that, and then waiting on the crowd to count 1, 2, 3. It just didn't sell me on the match. I mean, I'm sold on the match already, but if I was a casual, I'd been like,
Yeah. As far as SmackDown Women's thing, it's better that Sasha wasn't there. We've all watched wrestling for a long time. We've seen how this stuff goes. The weeks and weeks up to a pay-per-view, they trade off. One person gets the upper hand, then the next, and it just trades off. And usually the person who gets the upper hand the night or the week, whatever, before the pay-per-view loses. Now, that doesn't always happen, but you see that a lot. This at least puts question marks in there. So that makes it a good move for that. As far as the whole Roman and Cena thing. The end was really stupid. Could have done without all that nonsense. Roman's facial reactions are a bit much. And Cena's smack, kind of typical Cena smack. I just want him to fight. Just fight. I don't need to hear you anymore. Just fight.
Hey, well, luckily you won't have to hear him anymore. You know, they're fighting tomorrow night. I thought the segment was okay. You know, look, say what you want about Cena. He can do a good promo. I think Roman is way better in the heel role doing his. I agree somewhat with the facial expressions, you know, concerned, pissed off. You know, I couldn't really tell which, but I'm looking forward to the match. Bottom line, I'm looking forward to the match. I think the matches will turn out to be better than the card. I'm not overly excited. You know, Big E, we did our show the other night, and you and I almost had the same exact predictions. Now, obviously, there's going to be some shocks and surprises, but I think the fact that most of our predictions were the same means that the matches are kind of easy to predict. There's not a lot of intrigue or question about how the matches will turn out. The only question is which matches are they going to decide to surprise us with and give us an ending we weren't expecting. But for the most part, the matchups are just okay. But look, the magnitude of it in Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, 70,000 people, it's hard not to get excited about it regardless.
Agreed. I agreed with y'all's picks. I was picking the same dang things.
Yeah, it's again, I think this could be. They have an opportunity. Here's what I'll say. They have probably the best opportunity they've had in a really long time, predictable or not, to put on a spectacle. I can give a lot of leeway if you give me a spectacle and leave me with like it's just shock and awe, even watching on a TV screen, not being there live, and I still feel like, wow, that was great. They have opportunity to do so, and I think based on the night,
They better.
with the AEW, they know, like it's just doing the cookie cutter, say playing it safe, all that's got to go. You got to take some risks again. You got to look. You got to piss off this side of the room to fulfill the other side of the room, or just to get people talking. That's what this is going to come down to. This has got to get back to how it was when it was WCW versus WWE. The best part about that was the next day, either going to work, going to school, and talking to everybody about what happened, and having people on either side. If there's everything in the world to talk about in AEW, but nothing to talk about in WWE, well, that's gonna keep hurting their numbers. That's why their numbers suck now. Now they did have a really good SmackDown last week. This one probably did well too. I'll be curious to know what the Rampage numbers, the viewership was for that, because that's got to be high. That's got to be at least 1 million.
Real high. Oh, one thing. Brood bath. And can't let this night go by without talking about the brood bath. You can't let this go by without brood bath.
I was so geeked. I thought about you first, Book. Oh man, because Friday Night Idiot come out there cutting his promo. Y'all know what it is, and he's just going on and on and on. And as soon as I heard that music, I jumped up. I was, yes, please do the entrance at SummerSlam, please, please, and somehow, some way, get Gangrel involved, please. He has to be there. He has to be there. You can't pull that music. Gangrel actually owned the rights to that music, by the way. Can't pull that and not have him. They might not. I'll be disappointed, but I won't be too mad. But Edge has got to come out. I want the fire surrounding the entranceway. Come up. Fangs. Do some fake fangs. I don't care. I need it. I need it.
I'm telling you, that match is
That
now.
was awesome.
It's really looking like it's going to be the scene stealer. Is
If
that
you were
one?
in the
I'm
front
really
row-
getting hyped for that match.
If you were in the front row tonight, you probably covered in black shit too.
Yeah, that's the match that I think has. That's the one I'm most looking forward to. That I think could be match of the night.
Okay, we did chance or no chance. Now, I thought about this the other day. We have to do over or under. Just
Oh, this should be fun.
just like with other sports, there's always over and unders. Okay.
All right.
Will this show, SummerSlam 2021 from Las Vegas, over under 4 hours?
Are we talking including the pre-show?
Ooh.
Let's just go start to finish the actual show time. Start to finish. Over
Okay.
under 4 hours.
I'll go under.
If we're just talking just the pay-per-view itself, no pre-show, under.
I'm going over. You got 10 matches.
That'll be
It
brutal.
starts at 7,
Plus-
man. It starts at
plus-
7.
7 matches plus backstage shit, plus commercials, plus promos. It's going over. I'm telling you, it's going over.
Okay. Man, I hope not.
Yeah.
Think
maybe
about how
go over.
long it's gonna take Roman to walk to the fucking
Yeah,
ring.
that's the worst part. That'll be about 10 minutes.
But Goldberg and Lashley's match will make up for all that.
that was
all
next.
Yeah, that'll be about 5 minutes.
Oh, wait,
That was next. So okay,
Oh, okay. All right.
over or
Go ahead.
under. Let's get this out the way. Over or under 5 minutes.
Book, you go first.
Oh, please, this will be under. I'll be shocked if it's over 5. They should go over
Are we
5, but it'll be
talking-
under.
Are we talking bell to bell or are we talking entrances included?
Bell to bell. Come on, man. Bell to
Look.
bell.
If they fight on the outside, that to me that counts. They're fighting. They're fighting, and they
Not bell
the
to
whole
bell.
segment. I'm gonna say over. I think
I'm going to say over.
only because
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Biggie.
they gave Goldberg more time, notice this time. He's obviously in better shape, better condition. I think he can handle going longer, taking more punishment from Bobby, or vice versa. And I think they'll trade big moves. I can see a table spot, a barricade spot like they did at Mania with Brock. I could see all of that. And I could definitely see his son getting involved too, some kind of way. Not wrestling or any type of way, just kind of be in the distraction or something. So I'm definitely going over on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go over, but I'm going to say at the most 6, maybe 7 minutes at the most.
Okay. This is probably the last one I got, but over under John Cena, Roman, 30 minutes over or under.
I say under. I give him maybe 20 minutes, 25 at the most, but not 30.
It's going to be close. It could be 30. It's going to be really, really close. It's going to be either a little bit under, a little bit over. You know what? I think sadly they may go over. I'm going to go over.
Okay. I'm gonna say under, just under. But I am gonna go under. Oh, I lied. I got one more. And this is kind of in general. We'll see more title changes or less title changes. Kind of like this is more or less. Because we got 2 tag titles, US title, Universal and WWE, and Raw and SmackDown women. So we're talking 6 championships
So you're saying, will we see 3 or more?
So will we see? Yeah. So will we see over under three or less championship title changes?
There are 2 title changes I can definitely see. But look, if we're doing over under, that would mean 4 would have to change hands. And I think 4 out of 6, I think that's a lot. So I'm going to take the under.
Okay.
I'd have to say under. I only see 2. I don't think any of the major ones are going to drop.
Going over. I can name 4 that are going to change for sure. That I feel like are going to change for sure. So, hey, it's going to be interesting. I'm hyped for this. Even though I'm in a hotel room instead of, I think this TV is maybe 32 inches versus my 65 back home. But
Big difference.
It is what it is. But I'm still excited, and what a night. We have so much to look forward to. It's going to be September 5th is going to be a night to remember. Just like, to me, it's going to be akin to NXT TakeOver when we went.
Can't wait.
It's going to be great, no matter what. I think that crowd is going to be 10 times more raucous than the NXT crowd, and that's saying a lot. NXT crowd, and a TakeOver especially, is loud. This is going to be
what I'm going to compare it to is ECW crowd. I went to a real ECW show, and I'm kind of curious just what kind of a crowd it's going to be in comparison to that, because that's the greatest crowd I've ever seen.
Oh, kind of silly, but I gotta ask, because they did it. If Roman loses,
he leaves.
See, to me, I wish they hadn't done that.
Yeah,
that tells you exactly what's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah,
that tells you what's going to happen.
Any of us really believe Roman's leaving WWE?
No.
So why do that?
Why do that?
He's the money man.
Roman to win anyway.
What they should have done was said, "Hey, once I beat your ass, you stay away. You don't come back. You're done." But then after that, you can.
That's kind of telegraphing it too, because we all know he's going to, and on some levels. On some levels, he's going to.
Cena would come back, but we were just saying, like, that would be a way for Cena to go away, do his movie thing, and there wouldn't be no problem. And that would just escalate. It'd be an exclamation point on Roman to say, "I killed C Nation."
Yeah.
I get it. I just wish they just hadn't done it at all.
Yeah, no,
it just doesn't need to be a part of it.
Left it alone. But I think it's more believable if the scenario Big E laid out would have that's what they would have gone with, because we know Cena's not going to come back for a while because he's in Hollywood. He's got a TV series he's going to be doing now. So yeah, you could have gotten away with that, and it's more believable that he would be gone longer. We know for sure Roman is not leaving WWE. There's no way anybody believes that. So look, a waste of time. Shouldn't have done it. We'll just get to the match tomorrow. That's what we're all waiting to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, and Rob, Charlotte Flair, the GOAT. I'm just going to say it now for you too, because I know you're going to say it too. Because you said in the prediction show that your thing is going to start being Charlotte Flair, best wrestler in the world today. So I'm going to
make it a thing. It's a thing. She's the
best. I'm right there with you.
She does everything great.
Checks all the boxes.
If Charlotte has a weakness, somebody pointed out.
She checks all the boxes. There's nobody that checks all of them. Roman don't check all of them. Not all of them. He checks a lot of them, but not all of them.
I still think AJ got it. I'm still giving it to AJ.
Not right now, we don't.
But I mean,
not right now.
Well, if we're talking now and not just overall, then
yeah,
I see the Charlotte argument.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about AJ. I just don't think they have AJ in the right story right now.
No.
And
He's a
the
tag
right
team champion. Enough said.
Charlotte has a showcase where she can exhibit everything. But like I said, I think most people won't say Charlotte because she's a woman. But when you look at what she can do in the ring, when you look at her promos, when you look at the emotion she brings, I mean, there's no other wrestler that brings that kind of emotion and passion to a match that's so believable. I guess that's the thing for me with Charlotte. I just believe her character more than I believe anyone else's.
I hear you. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all check out SummerSlam tomorrow. Check out Instagram because the poll's going up in the morning. Give us your predictions. Let us know what y'all think. Comment below on this video or our prediction show video. Check it out and let us know what you all think. Who you think's gonna win? What's gonna be the show stealer in your opinion? And we're gonna keep hammering this home. All Out, September 5th, 3GW in the building. And it's we might have to wait a couple days to do that show. I'm not lying because last time I went to a concert or a show, voice was gone. I think it was even the Royal Rumble 2019. 2019. We were so tired after that show.
The energy is going to be too great. We got to do it that night.
Oh, we will do
We're
it.
We're going to lose a little bit.
I think we'll be so jacked up afterwards. We're going to want to do kind of like tonight. I think we're going to want to do the show. We're going to be so jacked up.
It's going to happen. There's no way you want to wait on that one.
Nah. Nope. And pretty soon we'll be doing live streaming. So we can live stream these shows and get them out on multiple platforms at the same time. So a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Again, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out MJ Book Show, the Countdown Podcast 2020 on YouTube, as well as the podcast audio versions on all the major platforms. I know we got a show to do. Maybe this weekend we can get that done. It's just been hectic, man.
Rob.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah. We'll get it done.
Cool.
So yeah, check it out. We'll speak to y'all again, of course, tomorrow night and Sunday night for NXT TakeOver 36. Take care, everybody. Peace and love.